What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Today, it's already past 6 o'clock, but I don't want to come in Monday, and it's the 4th of July on Tuesday, and these are for the parade on Tuesday. So I'm staying a little bit late. I thought I would go over the events of the week, show you some time lapse, kind of show how the flatbed printer and cutter work, and just explain the work. So first off, I've had DNS. It's contagious, and let's talk about why. So we've got the galvo CO2 and the gantry CO2. The gantry CO2 is super slow. The galvo is awesome. This stopped working for some reason. I will insert clip here. It may not make a ton of contextual sense because I was starting out the video. Here's the issue. So if you look here, you can see little random burn marks, as well as on my box. So as soon as I turn the laser on, which I unplugged it for safety reasons, so let me plug it back in here, we get the red dot, which is just the alignment red dot. And then as soon as we turn the power on, you can see the second dot come on. It moves a little bit, but now it's starting to fire. So it's drifting and firing. Before, it was drifting and firing and hitting the box, but now it's just, oh, now it moves. So you can see it's just firing. It's just having a good old time. The computer's not even on. It's not plugged in. So we're having all sorts of trouble. Now the problem is the CO2 laser and the fiber laser are right now what's kind of feeding the print job. It's what's making most of the money here. I can't have them be down because it causes problems. I was talking to my brother who owns a big business. Well, it's still considered, I think, small, maybe medium business. And even he has redundancy in his shop. He has multiple CNC machines, multiple edge banding machines. So I feel it important to have multiple CO2s to be able to get my work done. So I bit the bullet and I bought not one, but two galvo CO2 lasers. The difference with these ones is I'm getting a slightly bigger lens and I'm doubling the power. So this one is a 30 watt, I'm going to a 60 watt. So two 60 watt CO2 lasers. Not only that, I also paid for the new pen laser this week. So between paying for two new lasers plus the pen laser, I'm feeling it. And it's stressful, but you know what? I'm playing the long game with the business. Yes, I still might sell. Yes, I still might run it till I die. I don't know. And I keep having mixed feelings, mixed emotions about what I'm doing. But this will at least help me continue the journey of the business. I also started using the new shop management software. And while it's missing some of the things that I like about like my automations with Monday and Pipedrive, there's a lot more that's good about it. But let's talk about the flatbed, why I still have it, why it's not sold yet, and why it still might be for sale. Every time I get a big job like this, it makes me want to keep the flatbed. Because this job, retail, I think is about $700 for this job. It's going to take a couple of hours worth of work. As you can see, we're almost done with this first sheet. Then we'll move it over to the cutter, start printing the second sheet. Once the second sheet is printing, we'll start cutting the first sheet because the printer is the bottleneck. But this is a few hours worth of work, and it's going to pay a good chunk of this machine's payment this month. We also have a bunch of golf balls. That's going to pay the other part of this payment for this machine. I think one of my issues with it is I just haven't been confident with the pricing. I finally finished my calculator for it, and I just don't care. I'm following my calculator pricing. I'm going to show you something that's been a pain, but I've kind of figured out a solution that works most of the time but since I'm filming it, it's probably not going to work. As you can see, this board is not flat. So right now, I only have zone 1 open because zone 1 is required, or I guess closed. So you heard it suck down right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn one zone on at a time. And you can see that it just slowly sucks it down. And it did work. Usually, if I do one zone at a time, then the vacuum will spread as it goes and suck it down flat. So then I can just push the start button and it will go printing. It sure has been one crazy week, Print Fam. We did a bunch of pens, a bunch of tumblers, just plain basic paper copies. The signs you just saw us print, and like this week started out terrible, super bad. Got into work around 10 o'clock. The internet went out for all of my county, and it was out until about 9:30 at night. The fact that without the internet, I'm kind of tied to stuff. I don't always download the artwork beforehand, or my CRM is in the cloud. So I got to figure out some sort of backup. But even then, because my whole county was out, cell service was bad, which that's typically what my backup would be. The CO2 went down on Monday. We just had all sorts of not fun stuff happening. But we're actually ending the week on a high. With everything that we were able to accomplish this week, both internal and external, I'm going to be invoicing about $30,000 worth of work. So between selling all the tumblers the last couple of weeks and now billing out basically a big t-shirt order, more tumblers, more pens, a big label order, it's going to be one of my best months ever. Even though it's kind of been crappy and it doesn't seem like it would be that way, like I said in the other part of the video, I'm in this for the long haul. Again, I don't know what that long haul is, but I've got to build the business the best way that I know how, that I can. I'll have some more videos coming out about my shop management as soon as I start to get my feet wet and understand it a little bit more. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the additional lasers. I'll share as much detail as I can. The CO2s are supposed to ship within a couple of days. The pen laser has already been shipped. Big things are happening. Lots of stuff is happening. And it's stressful, yet not stressful, yet fun, yet not fun, yet exciting. You get it. So thanks for being here for the journey. If you have any specific questions, let me know down in the comments. If you do want to get a sneak peek of more detail of some of the other software that I've tried, the demos, I do have that in the private Facebook community, which I'll link down below. We've also got some videos, I think, of the pen laser. If not, those will go up soon. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you're enjoying this work style video, seeing work, instead of just me talking 100% of the time. If there's something specific you do want to see, let me know. I'm happy to help. Thanks for being here. We'll see ya in the next one. Print Fam. Did you want to know how I fixed the CO2 laser? Me too. I'm not exactly sure what actually did it, other than the fact that I messaged Garen, the guy I buy all my CO2s from, or really all my lasers, except for the new pen laser. He said they'd remote in, see what's wrong. And I realized, oh, I'm not using EasyCAD. They're going to want to use that. I plugged it in to the old computer, and bam, it stopped just random firing. So I assume it's some sort of parameter problem, and plugging it back into EasyCAD solved it. That's all I know. It's been working great the rest of the week. We've done hundreds of tumblers since. Thanks for watching.